Good morning. I am just waiting to see if anybody is going to be joining us this morning for our weekly Moho Monday card sketch. This is the card sketch we're going to be making, and it's got these 3 strips of paper here that I am actually going to use the Sweet as a Peach stamp set. We had, yesterday we had our first stamp camp. There was myself and 2 other Victoria demonstrators, and we did an all-day stamp camp where we made 9 projects, and it was very, very successful, lots of fun. We had door prizes, we had a grand prize at the end, and yeah, it ran quite smoothly. We were very, very happy with ourselves. So we're going to be doing another one in September. It'll be a Christmas themed stamp camp. So if you're interested in that, keep your eyes focused on From Me to You Paper Crafts to find out more information. So I'm not sure if anybody's watching. Oh, I think I have one person watching. If you want to write a comment and just to say hi and tell me where you're from, that would be fantastic. So because we did the You're a Peach stamp set for the stamp camp yesterday, I've still got all of my stamps out in my ink colors, and I've got some cutouts already from there, and I've got the DSP. So I thought today's card I would continue with the peach theme, and I've already cut out, because I had a package of lots of scraps left over. So I store them in these little cellophane bags. So I've just pulled out some of this paper and I've cut my strips already. So if you're interested in this designer series paper is on sale right now for 15% off. So you can go to my online store and pick up a pack. It's absolutely beautiful. I love all the colors. It uses our brand new Pale Papaya, Pear Pizzazz, and also Calypso Coral, and also Balmy Blue. So it's just a stunning, stunning stamp set. I have made so many cards with this set, and so perhaps towards the end of our sketch this morning, I will pull out some of those cards so you can see them. Hi Maggie, Maggie's here, and good morning Barbara. Thanks for joining me. I think I've got this this little face preview going pretty well now. I think I figured it out finally. So I'm going to turn my camera down to my desk and we will get started. So who's crafting with me this morning? Yeah, I love any layout that has strips of paper. They're called panel cards. And so I've also made them in a landscape view as well as portrait. They are lots of fun. All right, so what I've decided to do, in this layout, it was interesting. They actually told you the 2 different kind of card bases that you could have. You could have a side fold card. So you start off with a 5.5 by 8.5 inch piece of paper, and then you're going to score that at 4 1/4. Or you can have a top fold, which you cut at 4. Now normally you cut it at 4 1/4 by 11. I don't know why they've got that at 4 inches. That really should be 4 1/4. So you want to make that adjustment there. So it's 4 1/4 by 11, and then you score at 5.5. Those are the standard layouts. So I decided to do, and that's called a tent fold. So this is 4 1/4 by 11, and I have scored it at 5.5. So I've got this tent fold card here. Then what I decided to do is, because in this designer series paper there's this beautiful Pear Pizzazz, I decided to cut a layer of cardstock 4 by 5 1/4. Now the reason why I use a layer always, whenever I'm thinking about wrapping ribbon or string around my card, I like to build it on a base layer, because I don't really like wrapping ribbon around the actual card itself, because when you open it up then you're going to see it, and it just reduces the bulk in the card if you wrap it around a layer. So that's what I prefer to do. So I'm going to build my 3 strips of paper onto this layer here. So I think I'll put the nice peach color in the middle. So I'm going to build that like that. And then for this circle piece, I decided to pull out a punch that I don't use very often. It's quite a large label, but I thought that I would put a greeting on here. And then look at these adorable little peaches. This is one of the die cuts. You stamp, it's a stamp with 3 peaches on it. I'll pull it out. Where is it? Yeah, there's these 3 little peaches, and you stamp these, and then you have a die. This is the die here. And then you cut the 3 peaches out at once. And then there's also a stamp with 3 flowers on it, and you can cut the flowers out with this die. Yeah, it's just, I've used this set so much already. I just love it. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And then I'm thinking about wrapping something around here. I might use linen thread. I haven't used my linen thread for a while. I might wrap it around a couple of times along the top. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to do this piece here yet or not. I might. I love doing strips of paper that are actually embossed, so I might do that. I haven't quite decided yet. Usually I decide these things as I'm crafting. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to set my card base aside. And these, I cut out a whole bunch of these. And I want to take one from each. They're all 3 peaches are different. So I'm going to take one of those, and then one of those. And I'll set these aside. I might put these on the inside of the card. And the other thing that the dies cut out are these itty bitty tiny leaves. Now, since going and having my breakfast, I had the little leaves out here and they've disappeared on me. So I might have to cut some more. But look, it's these little tiny dies here, and you get 2 of them. So you can cut these out and then put them on your little peaches. So fun. Okay. All right, so this piece measures 4 by 5 1/4. So I want to find my center point here, which is at 2 inches. Let me grab a pencil here. So I'm just going to put a pencil mark at 2 inches. And I'm going to put one at the top. I'm pretty sure that was 2 inches. Yeah. Okay, one at the top. That just gives me a focal point for the center. So I'm going to take this strip and put this, and this measures the same length as the card base. So I'm going to put these, line this up on my grid sheet. Okay, then I'm going to put on some tape here. So let's put some tape on here. So now I'm going to center this on my card. Okay, so by starting in the center, you can pretty well figure out where the other 2 are going to go. Now you can decide to jam them right up against each other if you wanted to, or you can space them out. It's up to you. So now I'm going to line up this left side of the strip. And I can't quite go 1/4, so I'm going to go in about 1/8 of an inch, and then I have a bit of a border on the other side. If I have any overhang, I can just trim it. Okay, so there's that piece, and then let's do the last piece. So I'll do the same thing. I'm going to line this up. I'm using this center line on my grid sheet. And then I will do this at 1/4 again, or 1/8 of an inch. I guess it's about 1/8 of an inch. there we go. So that's just giving you some guidelines on how to line it up. And it looks pretty good on the back. There's really not much overhang at all. Okay, because you could always go to your paper trimmer and trim that off, or if you have a guillotine cutter, you can trim that off. Okay, so let's pull in my card base now. Now I'm going to decide on whether, now we have this these brand new in colors, and we have some beautiful ribbons. So we do have this Pale Papaya ribbon. Let me just grab them over here. So these are our new in colors, and these ribbons are sheer ribbons. They're absolutely gorgeous. So we have this beautiful Pale Papaya that I could wrap around and tie a bow, or I could use our linen thread. Now our linen thread doesn't come on a roll like this. It comes wrapped on like a mini toilet roll, but I had a spare, I had used up a roll of ribbon, and I had this spare wheel, and I just put it on here because on that little toilet roll, it kind of fell off the ends. It was a skinny roll like this, and it was all falling off the ends, so I just rewrapped it on a spare one. So when you use up your ribbon, it's handy to keep a couple of these lying around. Now, how come my mat looks crooked again? Let me see if I can fix that. Yeah, I think I'll do this linen thread for a change. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of tape on each side here. Actually, I'm just noticing a bit of overhang right here. I'm going to get out my paper snips. And just trim that a little bit. There we go. All right, so I put a little tape on the back, and then I can just stick down my linen thread, and then I'm just going to wrap it around. And I kind of like to switch it around a bit. I mean, crisscross it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Okay, and then I'm going to come back to the back again. Then I can snip that off. Okay, now I'm going to secure this a little bit better because I want to make sure that doesn't come undone. So I just use everyday ordinary Scotch tape. You could use your tear and tape as well. You could put tear and tape, you know, on both sides, just stick it down to your card. All right, so let's continue putting some more tape runner on here. I'm going to put a little bit at the top, a little bit at the bottom. I don't think I used my bone folder to burnish this. Whoops. So let's just burnish this. So keep in mind that the paper sale is still going on, and there are some select papers that are on sale, including some Christmas paper. So make sure you check that out in my online store. You don't want to miss out. Okay, so there is that, and I think I might do a little bit, excuse me. I did so much talking yesterday. And then the day before that, I have a group of island demonstrators, and we get together once a month. We're called the Seashore Stampers. And we actually got together for the first time in person on my deck. So guess what I'm starting to think of doing now already? I've been double vaccinated. So I'm thinking about having some classes, in-person classes. What do you think about that, Maggie? Because you've come to my classes before. As long as people are double vaccinated, we can have a class. Okay. So I'm going to put this on with a glue dot. It felt really strange being face to face at a table, I'll tell you what, and crafting together. And I'll show you what we made. Again, using this peach suite. Just sticking that glue dot on there, and then I'll put my ribbon on top. There we go. Oh, I think that's kind of sweet looking. I think I should have trimmed. I should have actually trimmed anyway. It's a little bit rough down there, but that's okay. It's handmade, right? All right, let's bring back our design and see what else we might want to do on here. Okay, so we've got our strips. I decided to use the linen thread, which I love. And okay, let's punch out. Grab a piece of my white cardstock here. And let's get my punch. See, that's quite a large label. Okay, now normally I stamp greetings first and then punch out, but these are all see-through. Now, there were so many cool greetings in here. There's this have a peachy day, which I love, and then there's this sweet as a peach. So you can say you're as sweet as a peach. You can do thanks for being sweet as a peach. Hope your day is sweet as a peach. And then you've got happy birthday and thanks so much, with some other like it's your day, let's celebrate you, to a sweet friend. I've used that a lot. Hello and friend is a combination of two others there. So lots of really nice greetings. And then a lot of people weren't sure what this tiny little stamp was, but this actually creates the center for the flowers. And I was using Early Espresso for that, or you could do a second generation stamp on that and make it a bit lighter. Okay, and then you've got some other little stamps that you can use for fill-in. So fun. And so this is the branch, the peach branch. And so you see how there's spaces in here? Well, you stamp this on top and you orient it on top to stamp the peaches or the flowers. Very, very cute. I think I've done a video showing you how to do that in one other video that I did. It might have been a Fun Fold Friday, I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to do, let's see, what do I want to do today? Happy birthday is going to be too long. Where's my happy birthday? Here's my 3 greetings. Thanks so much. Thanks so much would fit. What else do I have here? Thank you for being as sweet as a peach. Yeah, that might be fun. So here is the sweet as a peach. Okay, so I might use 2 different colors here. I might do the green. Oh no, I don't want to do green on sweet. Oh, I'll do the green on the sweet as a peach for something different. Sweet as a peach. Okay, thanks for being. Sorry if I got my head in there. Thanks for being as sweet as a peach. Okay, so now we can build up these little peaches. So this is going to go down here. And then I'm going to grab my little peaches. And it looks like I might have to. I had 3 of those little leaves on my desk, honest. But anyway, we'll just continue. So let me grab my Tombow glue. Just want to tack glue, a little bit of glue. And I'm definitely going to use my tweezers for this. Oh, before I do that, I need to put glue on here. And let's stick one right at the top. And I'm going to stick this on the card. I'm not going to put it on dimensionals because I want to glue my peaches on there, and I'm going to butt it right up against that side of the card, right like that. Okay, and then I can put this leaf on top of that peach, right like that. Okay. And we have a few more peaches. I could do, but maybe I'll just leave it at one and then I don't have to do any more die cutting. But it would be nice to put a couple more peaches here. Maybe we don't need a couple more peaches here. Yeah, maybe we don't even need them. Maybe I'll put them on the inside. How about that? So let's do something on the inside of our card. Okay, let's just pull out this mini cut and emboss machine. We used it during the stamp camp. I just love being able to bring this to my desk. I love it. I still use my big one, of course, because you can cut more out at once. But I do love this little one. Love it, love it. Okay, let's get out my green piece of paper. And luckily you get 2 of these dies. So let's run these through. Go. I love that it folds up really easily too. Know what happened there? Okay, so on the inside, thanks for being as sweet as a peach. So let's put some of these ones on the inside. These are just too cute. So I might just have them sort of rolling around on the bottom of the card. Now these are also embossed, so you want to watch for the right side and the wrong side. What do you think, ladies? Very cute. These little peaches are just too cute. They look really sweet on the branch. I'll pull out some of the cards that I've been making just so that you can see. Oh, that was a lot of glue. there we go. 3 little peaches on the inside. And then there's this beautiful large peach here. Look how sweet that is. And maybe I will stamp an envelope for you. Here's an extra envelope from yesterday. So let me pull in my craft mat. I want to stamp on some padding here. Now I'm going to show you a little trick, what I do to add some dimension to these peaches. Even these little peaches, I did it. So the trick is that you stamp it up in a lighter color. So I'm going to use this pale papaya. Okay, and then you're going to take the Calypso Coral. And you can use any combination of colors that you happen to have. I've seen Daffodil Delight as the light color, and then Mango Melody. So what you do is take one of your sponge daubers and then daub it onto the peach just to add some color. Okay, and then I huff on it and then I stamp. See that? See the two-tone? Can you see that? And then there's a leaf. Now there's dies for these as well, so you could also cut these out. There's this leaf here. And you'll see when I show you this other sample cards that I've been making, all the different things. So here is the leaves with a little stem. You could do the same thing with the leaves. You could stamp it in the Pear Pizzazz and then bring out your old olive, for example. So there's your envelope with your sweet little peach on there. And then here's your card. So the only thing I left out here was this thing. You know why I didn't like this? Reminds me of the bone folder. Here's the bone folder. So the minute I saw that, I thought, oh, there's a bone folder on there. I don't know, just didn't like it. But that's the cool thing about these sketches. It gives you something to start with, and then you can move on and do whatever you like. But look how pretty those papers are on there. They're just stunning. Okay, so let me pull out some of the other cards. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm going to show you these projects that we did. So on Saturday, when we got together with the Seashore Stampers group, this was the little project that I presented. So I've got magnets underneath these little circles. Okay, there's magnets in there to hold it closed. And then it's got a gusseted side here. Can you see that? And then I used our double oval punch. And then here are those cute little flowers with that little center that I was telling you about. Okay, and the pouch opens up. Okay, it also opens up from the bottom too. If you wanted to, you could have glued the top shut and then opened it from the bottom. Okay, so that's one little project we made. And then Miran, she brought this project. So we made this little box. So there's that branch that you stamp the peaches on top of. Okay, and this is actually using the Mango Melody. This is Mango Melody cardstock. And then she gave us these little Maynard's Fuzzy Peaches. Have you ever had these? These are, I don't eat candy hardly ever, but oh my God. Look, I've got a pack that's almost empty. They're actually quite good. They're a little bit sweet and a little bit sour. Fuzzy Peaches. This is a British company, Maynard's. They make those traditional, you remember those wine gums? Yeah, so she put that inside with, wait you see this, ginger peach tea. Ginger peach tea. These are the teas from President's Choice, and I buy these teas as well. I get them at Shoppers Drug Mart, and they are so good. They've got some great flavors there. Dreamland is one of my favorites. I have that as a cup of tea before I go to bed, and it sends me into dreamland. Not always, but so isn't that cute? 2 little boxes. And then let me just grab the other cards to show you. I'll just show you some other 3D projects we made. So these are the ombre gift bags. This comes in a pack of, I can't remember how many, but there's 3 different colors. These are ombre. These are the new in colors. And then we decorated it with the flowers for a little treat bag. And you could actually put a card in there and use it as a card with envelope if you're hand gifting it to somebody. So we made that. And then we made, this was the 3D project that I presented. It's a card box. So I made this out of our, we've got these beautiful acetate card boxes. I think they're $9.95 for 10 of them. Just great value. And then I created this wrap inside, so that you could wrap this wrap around all of your cards and insert them more easily, and then they don't get caught on the sides of the box. So that was my 3D project that I presented. Okay, and I'll just quickly go through these cards because I've got a lot. Okay, so this was one of mine. This was another demonstrator. This was a fun fold card. But look at these gorgeous peaches, and this is using the Calypso Coral color. And then this is this was my fun fold. This is a half cut off the front fun fold. And then this is another fun fold. This was really cool. Should take this one out and show you. See, it opens like this. Really cool card. So many cards. And then I made this one. This was not part of the class, but this is another one that I made. This is kind of a cool fold too, because it's kind of got a box in the middle. Can you see that? There's a box in the middle, and then it folds flat. So that was kind of a fun, another card I made. I made so many. What's our time? Oh, we've got time to go through all of these. Okay. Then, this one I really liked. I love the design of this. We have a new die set in the annual catalog. These are the tags, and they are the cutest tags. They've got stitching around them. And then you can also put, I don't have it on here, but it makes a hole, and then you can put these reinforced bits on it. And then I put a little bit of DSP. There's my favorite folder. That's the brick and mortar folder. But look at this designer series paper. It's just gorgeous. This is one of my favorite cards that I made. Okay. And then this is another one of my favorites. I just love the way it came together. The little things you do make such a big difference. I think that came from a different stamp set though. But I love this is a floral embossing folder here, and that paper. And then this is another new ribbon, Pale Papaya, and it's trimmed in white. So almost anybody I have, sort of like seen, even on Facebook, everybody, as soon as they see this peach set, they said, well, it wasn't. And you know what? For me too, it wasn't my first choice. I looked at it and I went, oh, peaches, how, that's short life for a summer. But, I mean, God, they make beautiful, beautiful cards. And you can send this, I mean, the dead of winter, if you have a birthday. I'd love to get a peach card on my birthday. My birthday's in January. It's just a horrible month. And this is a really sweet one, too. I love these labels. And, I often do these labels and I stamp like in black on them, but look at you can use labels as an accent piece and do them in different colored cardstock. Doesn't have to always be on white. I've got this mental thing about doing it on white. This card was fun because I had these scraps on my desk. I had done the peaches on this label and it didn't work for another card. And I had embossed in white this in red. And then I just made this card. I love that. I call them my scrappy cards. I just pick out little bits out of my little bowl of discards. I should call them discard cards. Yeah, oh, here's another favorite one. Look at this one. So this one, I just put a DSP this way. I had a scrap of DSP this way. This I had lying around, and this piece I had lying around in the very vanilla. These were all, had been already cut out for some other design that didn't work out. And so then I threw this card together, added some little gold. We've got this in the catalog. And these cute little gold pearls. Isn't that sweet? I love that card. And then here's another one. Look at this paper. And look at these peaches. So I stamped a peach on this label and then put 2 peaches on top. And then this one. And this one I actually sponged around the edge. I have to tell you, ladies, this set, which was not one of my favorites, it wasn't on my pre-order. I didn't get it for quite a while. And I have to tell you, I have made more projects with this set than any other project, any other stamp set since I started with Stampin' Up. I'm not kidding you. Oh, other than maybe the Poppy set, I did make a lot of things with that Poppy set that we still have. But remember, I don't know if you remember that Poppy paper. It was just amazing. Yeah, so I have really been enjoying this peach set. So if I've inspired you in any way, then go and get that before the DSP runs out. So that at least is on sale. And then you can get the bundle and save 10%. And then you might want to pick up a couple of the ribbons or one of the ribbons. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, that was a great gift from Miran. Cute they are. They're sugar coated and look, they've sponged them. It's a two-tone peach, just like I showed you. Now I've got sugar everywhere. Okay, ladies, have a great day. Make some cards, post them in the comments. I'd love to see what you do. You did some great ones for the last one. So thanks again. And I will be back on Thursday night for a Case the Caddy. And I hope you'll join me. Thanks again, ladies. Bye for now.